EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Giants. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They run the counter. Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Mason. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Jenkins.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff for Gibson. Fights forward at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Mason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And then a catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down. It's Hines. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Mason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hines. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Landry. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
2nd down at 4. Off the play fake. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jones throwing on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Tony. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, it's Jenkins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game on the final play of the first half. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 5. Again, it's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Mason. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Jenkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Giovanni Ricci His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Mason. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 38, Jones. And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Mason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Mason. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. to throw. Mason. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw again. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Hines. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mason. Touchdown! Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Landry. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Of the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Gibson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
He's going to let it fly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.